Hey guys, alright, so as a personal trainer, one of the most common things I hear is I cannot squat because I have bad knees. I cannot squat because I have bad hips. I cannot squat because of my ankle mobility. That may be the case, but that does not mean that you should get out of one of the best compound exercises to exist. What we need to do is we need to adapt, we need to adjust, we need to regress, we need to change something. So do not feel that just because you can't do a regular barbell squat properly, that you can't do another variation of the squat which can lead you towards that barbell squat. The first option I'm going to show you is a really good option if you are trying to train the movement pattern or your knees are bad. So they're going to be squat sits. So I've got a bench behind me. Second option, we are going to just do a regular goblet squat. If your ankle mobility is bad, we are going to elevate your feet. And the final option is overhead squat on the T-Rex. First option is basically if you have bad knees. Second option is if you are not confident with a barbell or you have trouble having your spine aligned. Goblet squats are awesome. It's a front-loaded squat, so it's going to help you go down in a really nice straight line. Option overhead squat is extremely good for training the movement pattern, and it's really good for your spine because your shoulders are always going to be active because your arms are up in the air. Okay, so if you have bad knees, you feel like squats are hurting your knees from going down to the depth, or you feel like your ankles are so tight, you can't really get the right movement pattern, we're going to do a squat sit. So we're going to sit on a bench. Obviously, I'm going to be out here in the middle of the gym, but do this for safety in your rack. I'm confident with this movement, so that's why I can't really show it to you from the angle of the squat rack. You're going to need like a box or a bench, and basically you're just going to sit down and stand back up. Sounds pretty simple, but that's going to put you in a really nice alignment, and it's going to take the pressure off your knees. So you don't pause down the bottom, just sit to stand, sit to stand. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so box or bench behind you. Obviously leave this in the squat rack, but don't pause down the bottom and don't bounce back up. So we don't want this. Also don't want, because that's going to load up your spine. So keep that momentum. Sit, stand. Sit, stand. Sit, stand. Easy enough. So knees still driving out over your toes. Sit back and down like you're just about to go to the toilet. That's it. One heavy dumbbell. Let's hold it like this and pretend you're about to go sit straight down on the toilet with nice wide legs. Toes pointed outwards, knees going over your toes, down. So what's great about this is look at the spine. Because it's front loaded, kind of forces you to just go straight down and keep that really nice straight spine. So you can't, you can't do that because where the weight is. So it's always going to come down in a really nice pattern there. Goblet squats, it's going to be quite glute and quad dominant there. Okay, so if your ankles are so tight that when you go down, they're trying to come up, which tips you over, which means your squat ends up looking more like a good morning, a good option for you is to elevate the heels of your feet. Like this. What instantly happens is I can't roll forward. See how that changes that? My ankles aren't that tight, but they are a little bit tight. But I'll show you what that looks like with the barbell. So that's basically instantly going to get you the depth that you require if you have ankle mobility issues. Okay, so our final one is the TRX overhead squat. So if you are having issues with your shoulders not being active or your spine flexing or curving one way or the other, so this way, or like one of those lordotic curve, having the arms up overhead will force a really nice neutral spine. So here's what that looks like. So you need tension on this overhead. This will force shoulders back and down, and then go straight down. That one's actually going to burn your shoulders just as much as it will your quads. All right, so there you go. 4 reasons why you cannot escape the squat if you have bad knees, hips, ankles, don't want to do it. Squat. It's good for you.